today in this video, I'm going to help you guys learn how to run TikTok ads. If you guys don't know anything about TikTok ads, basically it is the sponsored post that you see when you're scrolling on TikTok. So I'm going to teach you how to create those for your dropshipping business so that you can scale your business or even just test products and see what kind of products work best, what's getting the most clicks and everything like that. We're going to talk a little bit about the metrics. Let's get into my computer here and I'm going to show you exactly from start to finish how you're going to be able to run TikTok ads for your business. Yes, I do have the store ready to go. All right, and I've already had this store. I've already made the content, so I did save a little bit of money not having to actually buy this product. First things first, we're gonna start here on this page. This is exactly what it's gonna look like when you create a new account. We are gonna click on custom mode, all right, because we are gonna change a few things in here. Our objective here is going to be conversions. So let's go over to conversions there. All right, we are going to name this the name of the business and then just like one, right? So this campaign, this is going to be pretty much the baseline. So we're gonna get deeper into, ad groups and ads, but the campaign is what everything is going to be inside of. So all the ads and the ad groups, those are more like subcategories, right? We are gonna click on campaign budget optimization, right? So basically what that means, the budget is gonna allocate to the best performing ads/ad group. Okay, so if there's one that's getting more engagement, it's just going to favor that ad and spend the most money there. For this video, we are going to be using $100. Let's continue. All right, I would recommend at least spending $50 on your campaign just so that you can start to test and kind of gain some traction. You have to get some data so that they know what is working and what is not working. All right, so this ad group, we could just call it ad 1. All right, we're gonna have 3 ad groups by the end of this. Okay, and so we don't have a pixel in here, so I'm going to show you exactly how to create the pixel as well. It's going to be very easy. You can hook it up to your Shopify store. Okay, all right, name of the business, TikTok pixel. All right, automatically. All right, Shopify. Okay, so there's the ID. We're gonna finish here. Probably should have copied that, but oh well. We're gonna go to the Shopify App Store and we are gonna get TikTok, okay, because we need the pixel. All right, so all you need is TikTok. Don't worry about like pixels or anything, all right? So open this. After you've downloaded the TikTok app, it's gonna take you to this, right? You're gonna click in the ID, make sure you got the right ID. I know that this is the right one because I'm creating this today. All right, just click standard for now, confirm. All right, and it's gonna ask you for some company information. Okay, now we're gonna finish the setup here. Okay, and now it's under review. It says it takes 24 hours. All right, so that might be bad for us because we wanna make money in 24 hours. So what shall we do? Okay, we can go back here. Now that we got the pixel set up, it is gonna take 24 hours, but we really gotta make money now. We could still run the ads, it just won't have the data in the pixel yet. So obviously you wanna get that all set up. Ours is gonna be verified by tomorrow, but we're still gonna run the ads today, okay? And we'll still get all the metrics that we need. The pixel is just pretty much extra data. All right, so I'm gonna add some money in here. I'm just gonna add $100 just so we have our budget already set. When you are choosing what to do payment wise, because that will be an initial question, when you open the TikTok business ad account, you want to click on manual payments. I mean, you can do automatic if you'd like. I'd recommend doing that when you have a solid business and you know you're going to be spending money, just so the ads won't stop. But for this video in particular, for the 24-hour challenge, we are going to do a manual payment of $100. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in and then jump right back with you guys. I had to create another account because that account was not accepting my payment. So I finally got this account, added $100 in there. And just as a little lesson for you guys, that took me about 20 minutes to do. A little bit of frustration, and things like this will happen to you. You know, you might have to tweak some stuff. You might do something, you know, one time, the first time, and it doesn't really go the way that you wanted to. You can't give up. You got to keep pushing. So I was able to get this to work. I didn't think it would work, but we are on a 24-hour challenge, so I definitely got this to work for us. So now that we're in here, we are going to start adding in the ads. We're going to create our first campaign. Okay, so let's go to create, and we are going to go to custom mode. All right, we're going to go to website conversions, name this the business, and then just put 1 so we know it's the first campaign that we're creating. We're going to put the CBO on and the daily budget at $100. Okay, so this is perfect timing. We're gonna set these ads up. We're gonna put ad group 1, and we're gonna set these ads up for tomorrow, so it'll start as soon as possible. All right, we got that on there. Do we have a pixel? No, we're gonna create the pixel real quick. Now, creating the pixel is super easy. Create the pixel, we're just gonna name it the business name. All right, click TikTok. All right. We're gonna do that. Click Shopify. Okay, so now we have this user ID. Copy that. All right. Open Shopify. Okay. We're gonna go to TikTok. Make sure you have TikTok installed. Open that. All right. So now we're in here. We have TikTok all loaded in. All right, let's go back here, finish up, and it might say that the pixel is not installed. Okay, see, it hasn't been connected yet. All right, all we have to do is say that we set it up in Shopify, and we're actually going to set it up in Shopify. Okay, so now that our pixel is being verified, it's going to take about 24 hours. We don't have 24 hours. We only have 24 hours to complete this challenge, and we want to get these ads up as soon as possible. So we're going to go here. We're going to go create it. We're going to continue from where we were before. All right, got everything like that set up. Okay, we're going to call this ad group 1. Go to the website. There's the pixel right there. Optimization event. Optimization event is going to be complete payments. Okay, we want people all the way at the end checking out. That is what we want. All right, we're gonna do select placement just so that we can unselect this. We just want TikTok on there. All right, let's go back up and see what this is. ACO. Now you can turn this on. I'm not gonna turn it on right now, but that is also an option. All right, so I'm gonna just leave that off for now. All right, so custom targeting, US, we'll do Canada as well. All right, let's just keep it there for now. This is a product that is going to be used by older people, not really kids. This is what I normally always do anyway, because this is the demographic with the most purchasing power. They just added this. This was not here last year. Okay, we're just going to leave that on all. Not going to really go into much of this, but this is actually a very good way to target depending on what you're selling. We're not going to really do audiences right now. They do have interests and behaviors, but for now, we are literally just going to keep it at what it is, just a fairly broad kind of general targeting group here. Targeting expansion, I have experimented with that. It really just depends, I guess, on what you're selling, but we're not gonna get too deep into this stuff today. We are gonna say that we want to run these here, and then we're gonna select the time too. Okay, so that's basically 12 o'clock. All right, that's in the next 2 minutes because it's literally 12 now. So bidding and optimization conversion, that is correct. Lowest cost, that is also fine. We're gonna do it all day. You can kind of group these and do specific times. I've experimented with that as well, but also have seen pretty good results even with just like an all day type of thing. You know, people might buy like 4 in the morning, so it really just depends. We got this fairly broad. We do have a broad type of product we're selling, so hopefully that's okay. I did set it for 2 minutes in the future, but it's probably going to take a little bit longer because the ads do have to be approved before they start running. So we are just going to name this after the business. All right, you can pretty much pick any username. We're going to call this ad 1. All right, and then we're gonna start uploading the videos. So I'm gonna upload all the videos. I think I have about 5 videos that we're gonna upload, and then we're gonna duplicate it, and I'm gonna show you that process. Very simple, and then we'll get into the rest of this as well. So now that we got all the ads in here, what we're gonna do is go through each one and make sure we put the same information, and I'm about to show you exactly what information you're about to put in here. So the first thing that you want to do is setting the custom ID. It can be anything, it doesn't have to be an available username. All right, so we're gonna go through every single ad and we're gonna paste all of these in. Okay, now we're gonna go down to the call of action. Let's go back up here, the text. All right, and if you guys don't know what text to put, you can kind of copy off of me. You can use ChatGPT, ask them, you know, what kind of little text that you should put under a TikTok ad. We are gonna say, get yours now for 50% off. That's what we're gonna put for ours. Get yours now 50% off. And if you want to split test different ones, you can, you know, change up exactly what you say, but I want to know what ad is doing the best. I don't want it to be different factors, different variables here, so we're just gonna put the same text / caption for all of them. We can kind of tweak later once we figure out what ads are working. You can also make maybe a separate ad group that has a different text, maybe a separate ad group with a different call to action. A lot of ways you can play this. So let's go back up, hit on this. So it will give you a couple options. Normally what I would do is click standard and then shop now. So let's make sure all of these have standard shop now. Okay. Now let's go back up, see if there's anything left for us to do. Yes, we need to enter the URL. So let's go and get that. My URL here. So we're just gonna copy that URL here. Okay, and also the URL doesn't really matter. Like you might say, oh, this says my Shopify, you know, like I could buy a domain for $14. I'm just showing you guys that it really doesn't matter what the domain is. People not looking at the domain, they just want to buy, right? Make sure everything's good. So this one is good. We're not going to do anything down here. So really the website URL is the last part that you want to do here on the last step of the ads, which is tracking. All right, your pixel's already set up. It's going to have data going in there. Make sure all these have the URL in them, because this is exactly what people are going to click on when they come off of your ad. So you want to make sure that that's in there. You want to make sure it's right. Also guys, something super important which is going to increase or decrease your conversion rate, make sure that the URL that you put is not just to your actual store. Make sure that that URL is actually going to the actual product, because if it goes to the store, people can get kind of confused, I guess, knowing where to click, and you know, they might click on your product, but you want to give yourself the best chance of making a sale. You want to make it as easy as possible for the customer to do so. If they're seeing your product, you have a one product store, they're going straight to the product page, and really all they have to do is click the variation. I only have 4 for this specific product, probably even could have 3, but I just wanted to give an extra option. You'll be all set. So let's go ahead and submit these ads. We want them to run as soon as possible. All right, and they're gonna take a little bit to approve. Have I had ads be denied before? Yes, but it is not very typical, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Let's go ahead and check. We are also going to make duplicates of the ad group. So as you can see, it will be green and say active once it's ready to go. It doesn't take too long, maybe a few minutes to an hour, I would say. What we're gonna do is we are going to go to copy, right? And we're gonna duplicate them inside of this existing campaign. If you wanted to start a new campaign, you could. We are going to make, let's think about this. We have $100. Let's just make 2 more ad groups just so that we'll have 3 total. And then based on those 3, we'll be able to see which ones are working the best. We do have 5 ads, so that is going to be a total of 15 ads running at once. Okay, if you wanted to make variations to the ad groups, you could do that as well. But for now, we're going to keep them all the same. All right, and if we make 2 copies and we have an original, we'll have 3 total. So that's where the 15 comes from. All right, so copy those. Those are also going to be in the red, not delivering status until everything gets approved. So I'm pretty much just going to wait this out. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow and I'm going to go over the results of these ads. I'm literally just going to let it run. I'm not going to touch them. I have in the past run ads and then touched them and then tweaked some things and then maybe it's not right. So I'm just going to wait this time, literally not touch anything. And we'll see if we make some sales tomorrow. It will show us the conversions inside of here. We'll go over the metrics. I'll tell you what metrics are good, which aren't so good. Okay, we'll talk about CPCs, we'll talk about CTRs, the whole 9. I'll see you guys tomorrow inside of my computer. Alright guys, so we're inside of my TikTok ads manager the next day after our ads have run, and as you can see I had my budget set at $100. As you can see I had the budget set at $100. We spent $100, and now I'm gonna go over all these different type of metrics with you. So the first one here that we have is CPC, and that basically means cost per click. So since we're in the campaign section of the TikTok ads manager, I'm going to move over to the ad group and the ads in a second here, but I just want to go over the initial metrics so you guys kind of know what it means and can kind of quantify if the results are good enough. Right now we're only in the campaign. I'm going to be moving over to the ad group and the ads. So first I just want you guys to kind of learn what this stuff means so we can go through that stuff a little bit quicker. So basically CPC is cost per click. We spent total out of all the ad groups, all the ads, we spent $1.47 testing, so this is not bad. I would say these metrics are pretty decent for testing. I'm not sure about the impressions. I feel like maybe we could have got a little bit more, but you know, we can always do different types of tests on different types of audiences to maybe increase this per $100. So the CPM, that is $7.28. Basically that means for every 1,000 views we paid about $7. All right, so we can get this a lot lower. That'll increase our impressions there. We can definitely get that down to like $4, maybe even less. Let's go over to the impressions. So that means the total views, how many people seen the ad. Clicks, so we got 68 clicks. And CTR is the click-through rate, which means out of the people that actually seen the ad, how many people actually clicked on it. Okay, so 0.50%, that's not bad. We want a CTR of 1% or more typically, but again guys, this is only testing. As we go over here, we won't go too far. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just extra, right? So I really only pay attention to these 5, plus we want to pay attention to the conversions. And right here it does say 0, but we did get 1 conversion, and I'll throw that screenshot up real quick right now. So we did get 1 conversion. As a little background, this is a business that I had open before. We definitely could probably get more sales with a bigger budget and more testing. There were certain ads that I felt like I could have turned off, but I wanted to just let it run for you guys, just so you guys can kind of get a good look. And as we go through these here, guys, I'll tell you which ads that you maybe want to turn off and why. So let's go over to the ad group. I had 3 different ad groups. Here is the ad group. I just used the first ad. I had about, I think, 5 ads in each ad group. All right, so we had a total of 15 ads, 3 ad groups. These are the 2 copies that I made. I didn't change them at all. If you guys want to do some split testing within the same campaign, you can adjust the settings of each of the other ad groups. I would make sure though that you're always keeping a constant. So if you wanted to change the audience, make sure you have 1 general, and then you can do like 2 niche audience for the ad group copies. As you can see here, this first copy that we made, it spent the most money, so it spent almost 60% of the entire budget there. It had the best CPC and also the lowest CPM. So like, let's say we want to run this again the next day, I would suggest that, you know, maybe there are some ads within there that we could turn off, but for the most part, this is the ad that you would want to duplicate and run again. Maybe do some testing with that, right? It did get a 55% click-through rate, and our click-through rate is a little bit down because of this one, so we'll go over that and see which ones could have been turned off. And I'm pretty sure our conversion probably came from this ad as well. Let's just click on it. Now in the ads portion of this, we can see that some of these did better than others, so this was probably our best performing ad overall. It did spend the most money, 80 cents cost per click. That's what we want to see, under $1 there. 450 per 1,000 views. That is also a great margin to have. That is also a good rate to have for CPM. And then we got a 0.57 click-through rate, which is really good. This one did not do so good. It got no clicks, almost 400,000 views, spent $3 and did not get 1 click. So this is probably an ad that we turn off. Also, this ad is not looking the best, but it wasn't the worst, right? Like this one was a little bit worse. $5, no clicks, right? This is one that we want to turn off. Here, this is a very good ad. This one was also very good with under the $1 CPC. Now the CPMs for these 2 are a bit high, but the click-through rate is really good, so I probably would have kept those on. Same for this one, click-through rate was really good, so this is probably one that we want to consider scaling. Again, CPM is kind of high, but the cost per click is pretty low and the CTR is low. So, you know, you kind of got to weigh these things out, see what makes sense for you. This one had a 0.27 click-through rate, so not the best. We'd probably turn that one off. This one I would probably still leave on, and I'm going to tell you why. Even though it has over 100 clicks, it could still get 1 click and still have a nice CTR if it got a 2nd click right after. I don't like that the CPC is going up at this point and the CPM is almost $10, but I might let this one keep going. As we can see though, since these are 3 of the same ads, or at least these 2 are the same, it's not showing that it's doing so good with the 0.17, $10 CPM, $13 CPM, cost per click. So I definitely turned this one off. So as you guys can see, for the next set of ads that I run, I'll have better data on what to run and what not to run, which ads work better than others. I do recommend that you guys keep creating content though, even if you are paying other people to create your content. Make sure you have a decent amount of content ready to be swapped out in here, because TikTok does like to kind of prohibit. And the reason why you want to do that is because sometimes TikTok will get tired, you know, showing your ads. And I say that because ads, the longer you keep them on, specifically TikTok, they don't work as well as they used to. So they kind of, you know, they kind of start showing diminishing returns after a while. So I would suggest that you guys are constantly And the reason why I say that is because sometimes TikTok will get tired of showing your ad. Basically, they don't want to tire other people out. So you have to keep switching up the content so you have new creatives for the TikTok algorithm. I hope you guys liked this little tutorial. We did get 1 sale, so we ended up losing about $65 in total. I did like the challenge opening my store back up. Some people say that it does take a few months to be profitable. So guys, even if you're taking a loss or breaking even for the first couple months, I would still keep going with the business and see where it goes. You know, at least give it a month or 2. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments and I will see you in the next video.